that metronome I hear. Perhaps the end is drawing near. You never hear the shot that takes you down. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. And I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
And welcome everybody to the 6th episode of Arc of Wrestling. I am your lovely host, Greg Alvarez, and joining me today is the Arc of Wrestling crew. We have Strike.
Yo.
Mike.
Did you know Vladimir Guerrero was a free agent this year?
Vladimir.
Vladimir Guerrero.
No one cares about Vladimir Guerrero.
Baseball talk.
We have Jimmy.
Yo.
We have someone making a bunch of noise.
Jonesy quit.
We have Hunter.
Not me.
We have Hunter.
Oh, hey!
And then we have Jonesy.
Yo.
Today, everybody, is a very special episode of Arc of Wrestling where we will discuss our dreams of what we want WWE to do for the road to WrestleMania. We know it's a little too early to talk about the road to WrestleMania, but Survivor Series is in 2 weeks, and I think that we should kind of just give an idea of what some of the smarks would like to see. If that's a better way to put it. So, let's start this podcast, people.
Yes, let's.
Let's start.
Yay, podcast.
Let's start on talking about, let's save the main feud for last. Because we all know when we come up with the main feud, it's the biggest, it's the headline, so let's leave that for last. Let's start with the United States Championship.
We're not going to start with the Divas?
Well, we could probably start with the Divas. Actually,
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's start with the Divas.
First. Okay.
Personally, this is how I would have the Divas work.
If you say
I would-
AJ, I'm gonna slap you in the face through this computer.
Say AJ.
Hey, Strike totally agrees with me. AJ is cute as hell. And she
She's
can
12.
wrestle. And she can wrestle. Unlike most of the people in that. Which brings up a good point, because WWE put up a video on their website, and they're interviewing Caitlyn and AJ, talking about what side they go on, the model side or the wrestler side. And AJ brings up a good point that she's never modeled in her career. And she's been mainly a wrestler, which is good, because that's what most of the divas should be.
How could you model with a face like that? Just saying.
She's only been around for 12 years, so...
Yeah, she was born in 1989.
Oh, I hate
1983 or whatever.
Abe, Strike's with me. That's all that matters. Anyways,
That's shaky ground.
let's talk about the Divas. What would we like the Divas to do during the road to WrestleMania? Me
Go away.
personally would like to have Eve start out as the Divas, winning at the Royal Rumble, holding the Divas belt around her, just because Eve is a much better... Again, I would like to say that Kelly would be sidelined for this. I would want Kelly to get injured. I would want her to go away until after WrestleMania.
Don't we all?
I would start out with Eve with the belt, because Eve could wrestle, and if at least WWE gave the chance for these divas to wrestle, I think they would show us what they could actually do, and actually make us kind of want to watch the divas division. But WWE has regulated the divas division for so long that it's terrible to watch.
Horrible.
And so,
Really horrible.
yeah, it's terrible. Anyways, what I would want to do is to have Eve get the belt, and have Beth and Natalia to get tension between them. Because I think for WrestleMania, it should be Beth and Natalia. You can't go any other way to have the two of the best divas in the title than have Natalia and Beth. Best friends getting broke up during the road to WrestleMania and fighting for the title at WrestleMania. I think Eve should start out with the title. Beth backstabs Natalia, gets the title back, and Natalia wins at WrestleMania for the title. What do you guys think?
Wait, who's face and who's heel then?
Beth would be heel, Natalia would be face after Beth backstabs her.
Not doing anything for me.
I wouldn't have...
It'd be a good
Eve
match,
injured.
but
not Eve, Kelly.
it'd be a
What?
good match, but they'd have to do a good story around it.
Well, how long has Natalia been heel?
Natalia's been heel since the Divas of Doom started because she wasn't really doing anything. She was
When's that?
with Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
That
For a
was...
while.
When she turned heel, though.
She hasn't been with Tyson Kidd since ECW ended. Since Heart
Well, yeah,
Dynasty
then
ended.
she stopped doing stuff. They didn't do anything.
No, she
with
was
her.
a champion for
She
a
was
while.
champion for like a couple months, and that rarely did anything to her credibility.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I would-
what do
I
you guys?
wouldn't have-
What would you want to see at WrestleMania in the Divas?
Karma versus Beth Phoenix.
When's Karma supposed to be back?
She got
Next year?
I don't know. I don't...
In January,
Couple months?
something around there.
No, she should
No,
be
a lot
back
farther than that.
right after
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, I think. Like
Well,
right
she was
after.
pregnant when she got signed, so you'd think she'd have her kid, during the winter.
Well, she debuted at Extreme Rules, and then she was terrorizing for about a month.
Wait, I thought she joined in April. That's what
She
I
did.
remember.
That's what Extreme Rules was.
Yeah.
So she should have time to come back.
So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. She should be back around January, February, or March.
Not even maternity leave?
I don't know about that, but
She-
that's just
she-
that's my dream match. Karma versus Beth.
She's not gonna come back right after having a kid.
No, yeah. That's why I said she should have her kid in January. She will probably be back after WrestleMania because staying there you're gonna have to stay with your baby for a good 5, 8, 10 months.
Not in 10 months.
Well, for a baby, yeah. And who knows? WWE will probably be sitting waiting for her, and they're just gonna release her.
That's exactly what I was going to say. They're
They
probably
wouldn't
gonna
release
they
her.
can release
I
don't
wouldn't be
think
surprised if during their spring
That'd be
cleaning,
so
they just
stupid if they
released her.
released her.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't put it past them, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't really put him past him.
WWE does do some super moves sometimes.
I mean, Karma is one of their first non-models they've hired in a long time.
China. Oh, well, you said long time, never mind.
Because, well, AJ's another one of those non-models. She hasn't really gone to the model business. And a couple others, I believe. Naomi, I think, is one of those as well.
Natalia
Who's
hasn't.
Who's
Who?
Naomi?
Naomi's the NXT girl.
Never mind.
The African-American.
She's not even on the real show, so...
She's actually supposed to be brought back up into the main roster. According to rumors.
She's not.
My mama said not to talk bad about people. I remember that being one of her promos.
So, Strike, who do you
So-
think?
So she's a redneck.
So Jimmy,
Yo,
who would you like to see at WrestleMania in the Divas division match?
I would say probably Eve against Karma, to be honest with you, as well.
Eve against Karma. Why
Yeah.
Eve?
Because I feel Eve really... Oh, she's not getting the credit that she deserves. She's just, Kelly's shadow in a sense. And she was supposed to get some sort of push, but it never really happened.
I could see Eve becoming the next... No, I'm probably going to be totally wrong about this, but I could see her being the next Candice Michelle. Where
No complaints there.
she was probably decent if WWE allowed her to be, but she's the bombshell, she's everything, but she could probably be a pretty good wrestler if she just worked a lot better, if she was given the opportunity to.
You can say that about every wrestler in the business, though.
You can't say that about Kelly. You can't say that because I've heard people even going to one of those to the house shows where they don't really have that much regulations, and still Kelly's doing her same crap. Again, she's like the John Cena of the Divas division.
How dare you?
Except John Cena still puts on 5-star matches.
You're an idiot. Anyway, how dare you?
Hey, that Pumpkin Cena match is pretty damn good.
Yeah, that was a 5-star match.
How dare you say Eve is Candice Michelle? You should be shot in the face. Candice Michelle was plastic.
Well, of course she was plastic, but then who else in the WWE wasn't?
No, I'm
At
talking
that
about...
time, they were.
The only person who was real was Maria Kanellis.
Lita.
Lita was I think Lita had
before
fake boobs.
for a while.
I think Lita had fake boobs.
I don't know.
That's just
They stayed the same when she got there. That's all I'm saying.
Lita also pees and sinks. I don't know if she doesn't. She gets peed on. Sorry.
When did she get peed on?
When she was in Mexico.
Kelly's the one that pees and sinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lita
Kelly's the one who pees and sinks.
Lita let El Dandy pee on her.
That's fine.
That's why she's one of the biggest hoes today. She likes to be here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and Strike, what would you like to see? Divas match at the Wrestlemania.
I'd have to say Beth and Karma.
Beth and
That's what
Carmen
I
again.
said.
If they did it right, they could be like Hogan and Andre, just because Beth would have a tough time using the glam slam on Karma and stuff,
Yeah.
Just some of her offense would be limited, and they could make it a big deal for Karma to be lifted like that.
Yeah, that'd make it more interesting. Beth not being able to use all her power moves.
Yeah, and then if she landed the glam slam, it'd be like, oh my god!
Yeah.
This is what I see.
Back out, King!
That
She
the
was
Karma and Beth match, they would have to put on such a good match to prove to Vince, to prove to Hunter, to prove to Stephanie, to prove to all the talent people.
John Laurinaitis, he's like the vice
Laurinaitis.
president of talent relations.
That the divas don't have to be models. People want to see more of the... Because we're proving it right now. We want to see Karma and Beth. I want to see Talia and Beth. Still, these girls aren't models. They're wrestlers. They've wrestled their entire careers. They never modeled except for modeling for the WWE photo shoots. And if they were able to put on a good match and people gave credit, say, hey, look at this. You've actually finally put on a good Divas match. Stick with it. I think
You can
it's
look
something...
good and actually be able to wrestle.
Yeah.
Well, you don't sign someone like Karma for eye candy.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I think that's
There's
what...
some that might see her as eye candy.
And I think WWE realized when they hired Karma that they were hiring too many models. That they needed to break
Yep.
it
It's
somewhere.
true.
So, you've heard it.
US title.
The
Yeah,
majority of these people want to see...
You're gonna skip me, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, Jonesy.
He's gonna skip like 6 other people.
Fine. Skip me.
No,
Go.
Jonesy, go. What do you want to see? Divas match or
Karma-
WrestleMania?
If Karma's back by then, Karma versus one of the Divas of Doom. If she's not, one of the Divas of Doom versus anything but Kelly.
And AJ.
I would like to... You know, if you would have a stable of 3 people for the Divas of Doom, I would add Kaylen to that. And have Kaylen feud with AJ. And have that match at WrestleMania.
Did you really just say that?
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta think before you talk.
Hey, they're actually best friends in the backstage. To kind of know that and them having a feud on stage.
I barely know anything about them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a big AJ fan, so
They'd need a major push. I don't see those two as Divas headlining.
I can
like
see
the
AJ.
Diva division
I can
at
see
WrestleMania.
AJ. I can see AJ because I said the same thing to Mickey when Mickey came in as that lesbian psycho chick. I thought it was not going to work.
They
for her.
changed her
And then
character first before they pushed her, though.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to change AJ's character.
AJ doesn't have a character.
She's a nerdy.
She's the nerdy girl.
Yeah.
Nerdy. She doesn't talk. She doesn't put on promos in order for you to know that she's a nerdy girl. You're saying that because she's
Everyone
wearing
already
the
knows
flag.
that.
She dressed
No,
as
that's-
Katana at the Divas Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That's fucking great though, because she wanted to dress up
See,
like
you're
that.
just a nerd whore. You like those nerdy chicks.
Okay, let's move on to United States title.
You skipped me.
No, you did.
I never-
You already said Beth and Karma.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
That was me, idiot.
Mike.
It's too late now.
Wow.
Man, you skipped
Let's
everybody
go.
today, aren't you?
We see how it is.
Mike, please
No.
go.
Beth, Natalia, and Karma. All right, now go.
Beth,
I'm not-
Natalia, and Karma.
I'm not explaining why, because you skipped me. So go.
Okay.
No, I could probably see your reasoning for that. Let's go on for the
Would it be a
United States
handicap
title.
match, Mike? Because
No.
the Divas of Doom, would they already be broken apart?
It would be broken apart beforehand.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay, let's go for the United States title, everybody. Now, who's the champion right now for the U.S. title?
Dolph?
Dolph, that's right. Oh, wow. Because I was thinking it was Daniel Bryan for a while.
What? He doesn't even have a title.
Way to be a year late.
He has a case.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, now I'm remembering. Oh, crap, I haven't watched wrestling in a while. Okay, for the United States title, I would have to say a Fatal 4-Way match. Mason Ryan, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler. In either a ladder match or a TLC match. Probably a TLC match for the title.
What's this? It's okay.
Well, the story is that Ryder and Ryan are tag team, and they're facing Ziggler, and they're just going at it until they finally, all 4 of them, decide to have a match at the end. And it's been what they've been doing for the past couple of months, but now kind of elevate Mason Ryan to the level where he deserves to be right now.
Doesn't make sense to me, but that's your idea.
Hey, let's hear your idea then.
Okay, no,
You wanna
let's start
hear
with
mine?
Stripe. Let's start with Stripe. I'm going
Oh.
to go down the Skype list now. Stripe, what would you think for the U.S. title?
U.S. title. Well, actually, this goes into my mid-card title in general. Since the Super Show is happening, and since within the next year, SmackDown's probably going to fuse into Raw, I could see a unification match, really. And what I would want is for Dolph Ziggler, who would still have a title, and Cody Rhodes, who, is good and all, just have them be in a unification match.
That's the easy way out. Come on, give us a real
Look,
U.S. title match.
This is my problem with that. The unification of the 2 biggest mid-card titles, I think...
The only 2 mid-card titles.
I think, would really slow down the push of a lot of superstars. The fact that you have 2 titles, one on Raw and one on SmackDown.
But what if SmackDown is shut down? What if it goes into Raw?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. No, it's...
I'm close.
I'm sorry, it won't.
I'm doing a what if scenario, though. If they plan on making it Raw only, then that might be too many titles for a 2-hour time frame.
Would it be a
But
3-hour
that's
show?
the problem. They're already in talks of trying to make SmackDown a live show because they want to bring more people to the stands.
Okay.
Well, if you
Yeah.
have 2 titles, then you're going to have the champions at least mentioned or relevant in the show. So, I mean, if it's Raw only, it's cutting down roster space and TV time for people who could get pushed.
Okay, that works. That's if SmackDown shuts down.
Yeah.
Okay, but what happens if SmackDown doesn't shut? Are you going to keep that the same?
No, I wouldn't. I'd probably have Ryder win the title beforehand, have him go into WrestleMania. I don't know who would face him. Who's all on the Raw roster? Who's a mid-carder?
Ziggler, Swagger, Barrett, I think. No, Barrett's on
Barrett isn't.
SmackDown.
Kingston.
No, he's tag team right now.
You know what?
Who knows?
If SmackDown isn't going to disappear, then have it be a 6-man scramble match for the U.S. title. Because we haven't had a scramble match in over...
Hey, we're supposed to have
Here.
Brodus Clay coming up soon.
Yeah, but have it be a scramble match.
We're going to have okay, I kind of like where you're going. Swagger, Ziggler,
Let him finish his
Ryder,
match.
Brodus Clay,
That's
and
it.
someone else.
Yeah.
That sounds actually pretty good.
They need to make it even on faces and heels, though. Because I think I only heard one face in your...
No, Ryan and Ryder. Those are 2, and then you have Ziggler, Swagger, and Brodus Clay. So you need one more babyface.
5.
Have it be Evan Bourne.
Well,
Have him-
or
Yeah,
Justin Gabriel.
That's his match.
Or Justin Gabriel, since he's not really doing anything.
Justin Gabriel's on SmackDown, though.
Doesn't matter. You can bring him over.
Doesn't
But I mean,
matter.
you could at least, hint at Evan Bourne getting his first singles title from there.
But then,
And then you've got Swagger and Ziggler in there. So, I mean...
okay,
And Brodus Clay isn't all that bad for a big guy either, so... Half your selection right there is already good wrestlers. Put it
Okay,
to a
we're gonna
30-minute
move on.
time slot and you'd have a good match.
we're gonna move on to Mike. Mike, what do you think?
Can I bring in one guy for this feud that's not under contract?
Depends who it is.
Jericho.
For the U.S. title?
Ziggler Jericho.
No.
Do you really
I
think
don't
Jericho
think
would want to go against...
he wouldn't come
for
back
mid-card
for a
belt?
U.S. title.
I can't see Jericho
Would he
going
come back
against
for a mid-card
Ziggler.
belt?
Yeah. He did the first time. He can't do that a second time.
Okay, but he's not going to be able to be in the main event.
Who says you?
Not
Booking?
the storyline I'm going with the Jericho, because I have Jericho in my mid card and my WrestleMania card as well, but it's against someone bigger.
I would have Ziggler and Jericho in a 30-minute Iron Man match.
But I could see that. That
For a
that
mid-card
sounds
title?
like a damn good match. But for the United States titles, I wouldn't want to see it, because
But
I would want to see those two go at it without anything in their way. I want them to go at it for a good feud, without title, interfering in anything. Just
So how do you
have
make
it
it a
like
grudge match then?
Hey,
You're
what's
gonna have
a
to make
grudge
it a
match?
grudge match. How do you make it a grudge match?
Okay,
You have Ziggler talking shit.
Yeah, you have Ziggler talk trash for 2 months, and Jericho finally decides to come back.
So Jericho's face,
Yeah, Jericho would be the face.
he's better heel in my. But
I
But
mean,
that's
just
a mid.
That's
That's a mid card going up against Jericho for an hour-long time slot.
that
30
push.
minutes. 30 minutes. None of that.
Ziggler would,
So,
Ziggler
Who
would
would
have to
win?
get a push.
Who'd win in your match?
Well, you guys are shooting it off. You haven't even let me explain.
Well, I
No,
just
let
wanna
him
know
explain. Let him
when.
explain, please.
We're starting from the Royal Rumble, right?
Yes.
Okay. You have Ziggler come close to winning the Royal Rumble. Ziggler calls out all these former champions, mid-card champions that were good in the past, and he mentions Jericho by name. He trashes Jericho. Well, where's Jericho currently from? Where's he at right now?
Winnipeg.
Canada.
So he's
He's
still
in
in Canada?
Winnipeg.
Okay. You go to Winnipeg for a show, and you have Ziggler trash Winnipeg, and you have him trash Jericho, since he's from there. Then you continue
no,
it
he's
on.
from Toronto, isn't
Nope, he's from Winnipeg.
he? I'll look that up.
then you have one of them little stupid Twitter wars where Ziggler finally challenges him to a match. This would be after Elimination Chamber. And they would go back to Canada maybe a couple weeks before WrestleMania, and you have Jericho surprise attack him, and then that's when you do the 30-minute Iron Man match stipulation. Who cares if it's for a title? It would be a good match.
Jericho was born in Manhasset, New York, resides in Tampa, Florida, but billed from Winnipeg, Canada.
Okay, we'll scratch the
Canadian.
All right, well then we'll keep the Canada thing.
Okay.
That's how I would see that.
But I could see that. I can really see that working, but...
Let's be honest, there's nobody credible to face or hold the U.S. title going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
Except if they can work on this Ziggler Ryder story. If they can make it so good, so perfect, because the United States title hasn't been defended in WrestleMania in years. I can't remember the last time it was defended.
You mind if I butt in? That would be my dream match, Ziggler Ryder at WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, that's because the U.S. and Intercontinental Champions were always in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
And since that's out of the way, they now have a chance to actually defend it.
Okay.
Actually, the last time the U.S. title was at WrestleMania was 2009.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, because... No, wait. Was it?
2009?
Wait, I'm trying... No, that was the Intercontinental title, never mind.
Because MVP
2000
was champion then.
Yeah, it was 2007, the last time the belt was defended.
That's a long
Okay.
time. Okay, Jimmy.
So Jonesy
Jimmy
was ready to just say it.
I understand, but
Well, I
Jimmy's
already
next
said
on my Skype thing. Jimmy, what would you want to see? Okay, Jimmy's... okay. Hunter, you talk
Jimmy's
about
going
it.
again?
What?
Hunter, you go.
Okay, so I'd want a fall. I'd wanted a hardcore match, except they don't have those anymore. So I don't know how that'd work, but I'd want a hardcore match.
No,
yeah,
it's
Extreme
fine.
Rules.
They just
Extreme Rules. There we go.
They just had a...
John
street
Morrison.
fight on... There we go.
I want John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler because they could put on a pretty good match. And they just need to. I don't know if they'd flip because John Morrison's been on a losing streak. I don't know if they'd make him heel, but he doesn't look like a very good heel character.
He was heel with Miz.
But he doesn't have Molina to help him out with that. And,
Yeah, I think Morrison's one of those people that he kind of needs a manager to be with him.
yeah, to be a heel like that.
I mean, he could join Vicky and kind of replace Ziggler in this
I can see that
position.
Yeah,
And
I
then
can see that happening. Then you flip Ziggler face because he gets like kicked out of the group pretty much.
yeah,
Because she's showing all his attention to
Morrison.
Vicky or Morrison. I mean,
And then Morrison becomes the next Edge, being
Edge
like the
type.
one like making out with Vicky.
yeah.
Ew.
And
Uh,
that wouldn't be good for TV. But then they have like a Extreme Rules match at WrestleMania. I'd like that. Or a false count anywhere, because Morrison can do some crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally see them, or just like a ladder match, because both those two could
Yeah,
utilize
they both
ladder
have the
pretty
move
well.
sets to put on a good match.
Yeah. Okay, Jonesy. You go.
well, I'm being generic here, but I would love to see Ziggler Ryder at WrestleMania, just to see that culminate into something.
if they
It's not
ever,
bad.
if they
Even if
had-
it's generic, but
if they would build up to that point, Ryder shouldn't win the title. I think if they're gonna have a singles match at WrestleMania, Ryder should win his first title at WrestleMania.
well, it could be for the title or not. What in the world?
What's that?
Who was that?
I think that was Jimmy.
Okay.
Anyways, Jimmy, are you ready to speak? Okay, Jimmy.
Alright. I would probably have Zack Ryder against, I think, either Jomo or Randy Orton for the U.S. title.
Wow, it's surprising that you threw in Randy Orton at the end. Because I have to say, you throwing in Randy Orton kind of shows where Randy Orton is right now. The fact that he's feuding with Rhodes and that feud isn't going anywhere kind of shows that he's really.
I think they kind of killed it on SmackDown, didn't they?
Did you say Ryder versus?
Yeah, SmackDown had that whole unannounced street fight thing at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And Orton
So who knows
won
if
it.
they're going to continue that or not?
So would Ryder beat Orton and then get like a big push from that, or?
Punt to the head.
Yeah, probably something like that. Like, it's kind of...
Because I don't think they'd bury him.
I don't think they'll bury him either. It's just they'll do like a whole, like a push or like a passing on the torch or whatever. Like, somewhere before WrestleMania, Orton gets a U.S. title, and then those two duke it out at WrestleMania, and his Ryder gets the push that he finally deserves. Something like that, you know?
Ryder's not that big of a guy to beat Randy Orton, though. He would have to be built up like...
That would be a huge upset.
He'd have to be built up like Major League. You just can't have some random come in and beat one of your biggest guys.
He needs a Goldberg winning streak.
If he's gonna beat Randy Orton, you have to make it look legit. You just can't go, we're gonna beat Orton today.
Yeah, he'd have to be built up in the storyline.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the Intercontinental title.
Are we going to... I hate to interject, but are we going to do just like random matches too, or...
Yes, we're gonna do random feuds. Actually, if you want to do random feuds right now, I'd be more willing to
Well, we
do
can
it.
do the mid-card titles first, probably.
Okay, then we'll
Those out
talk
of the
about the
way.
Intercontinental. For me, I would have to choose Cody Rhodes, who's the champion. No, Cody Rhodes versus Goldust, who's the champion. And Goldust would win the title at Royal Rumble. Rhodes would have an open challenge on the Royal Rumble. Goldust would return, beat his brother, have this entire promo thing going on saying, "You're my brother, you're never going to beat me," blah, 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 blah. Rhodes is going to finally, at WrestleMania, beat his brother, and the special guest referee for that match, Dusty Rhodes. And at the end of it, Cody Rhodes wins, and they all have a big group hug.
I hate to admit, but I actually like that idea.
You have to like it?
I kind of like that idea.
So, I'll just say it again. Goldust, who's the champion, versus Cody Rhodes, special guest referee, Dusty Rhodes.
I don't know about it's special ref, but...
And this is for the Intercontinental title?
Yes.
So shouldn't Rhodes be the champion instead of Goldust?
No, and the reason why, because I think if Rhodes was able to beat his brother, it's just kind of him. It's kind of Goldust's last hurrah, because Goldust is getting old. It's like Mark Henry, how he's getting the last hurrah with the world title. Give Goldust the Intercontinental, have one of the biggest feuds with him against Cody Rhodes, and just kind of end it at WrestleMania. That's how I see it.
It would be better if Goldust was the challenger. But, okay.
Strike, you go.
Well, if my idea of SmackDown going into Raw didn't work, then I guess I would have Cody heading into WrestleMania as the challenger, since he'd be having the title close to 9 months, and you can't really have two champions heading into WrestleMania at 9 months. But I don't know who I'd really put him up against.
Yeah, he doesn't really have very much competition.
We'll give him someone from Raw.
I mean, I would say someone like Drew McIntyre, Ray Barrett, I don't know, some other names I could throw out there. Trent Beretta. They could probably give him a push.
I got mine. I know mine now.
Strike, if you want, we can come back to you. Mike,
Yeah.
how about you?
Let me think. Wade Barrett versus Drew McIntyre.
I can see that being really good.
Ireland versus Scotland.
I could see that being good.
And you have Roddy Piper in Drew McIntyre's corner.
Yes. I kind of like where you're going with that.
And then you bring back...
But I would think that you would have to have Finley and Sheamus there too.
No, wait, did I say Ireland versus Scotland? I meant England versus Scotland.
Yeah. And
You'd have William Regal in Barrett's corner.
oh, that would be good.
That
And
would
then have William Regal and Roddy Piper battle out during the match. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, and then I can't see Sheamus and Finley being in it because, it's an England versus Scotland thing.
Yeah. Well, the Irish are supposed to be a lot more rivals with England than Scotland.
Yeah, but they would bicker back and forth on what country's better. It would be built up as a country like war.
Which we haven't seen in a while.
It would be a country feud.
I mean, again, we haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah.
And
That-
I kind of
that's
like,
my
I kind of do like those because it does bring out, it does kind of get the fans riled up.
Oh, and McIntyre would be the champion.
McIntyre to be the champion. And what, would he lose it or would he retain it?
He would win it. Yeah, I mean, he would lose it.
He would lose it to Barrett?
He would lose to Barrett.
Huh.
That'd be interesting.
That's my Intercontinental title match.
Okay, Jimmy, you go.
Which, what topic is this again? Sorry about that.
Intercontinental.
Who has the title right now?
Rhodes.
Cody.
Rhodes.
Okay. I'll probably say at WrestleMania, Rhodes versus Goldust, like you said earlier. That seems like it'll be an appropriate thing, to be honest with you.
Okay. Hunter.
Okay, so since Brodus Clay is going to be coming in,
Uh-huh.
he's going to get a monster push or whatever. It looks like it from the promo they're doing. They have him come in and, I don't know, Royal Rumble or maybe the next one after Royal Rumble. He beats Cody Rhodes, and then they have a feud going in to Wrestlemania, I guess. I don't know. You probably take Cody's mask off because I don't see any way they can make Brodus Clay a face at all. So like he kind of does like what Mark Henry does a little bit, and he just destroys them for no reason, whatever, at like Royal Rumble, I guess. And then you turn Cody face and have Brodus be Monster Clay at WrestleMania, and then Cody wins it.
Okay. So it's kind of like a David and Goliath kind of match.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I mean, it would be good to see someone different than just have
Yeah.
like Big Show in all those matches, and actually have Brodus Clay do something relevant with someone who's credible.
Yeah, it looks like they're giving him a pretty big push too from the promos. So.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be doing something big with him. Who knows? Jonesy, you go.
I do like your Goldust Rhodes idea, but I probably would leave out the ref, and I don't.
Would you rather have him at ringside or what?
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, put him ringside or something.
I mean, the reason why I put him as special guest is because it would have him being torn, like his sons would be like, "You got to make me win," or "You
well,
have
he'd
to
be
make
torn
me
if
win."
he's ringside as well, though.
Yeah, probably. Well, Strike, have you thought about it?
I have, but I don't know how practical it really be.
It doesn't matter.
Basically, it'd be Rhodes and Mick Foley.
Rhodes and McFoley, actually.
Yeah, because Mick Foley's like some half crazy guy, and
Bring him in as Cactus Jack.
Mick Foley recently did an interview saying that
make it like a no holds barred match or something.
Yeah,
Bring back barbed wire, bring back blood.
Who knows? They could probably do another like him and Edge match, like the flaming table and all that. I mean, they could break it for one match. But they recently did an interview with Mick Foley, and he said if he had to do one match with someone big, it would be The Miz. So, actually, that sounds like a better idea because it sounds like a really good idea that Rhodes would go against someone who's a bigger name and will probably elevate him to another level after WrestleMania.
That's if Foley can still wrestle.
He says he still has one good match in him.
That's what everyone really says. They have one good match left,
Yeah.
but you don't ever see.
Hey, but Foley isn't that old. He's not like Flair
look at his
old or
condition.
Hogan old.
Yep.
He's
That's
not
what
the
Austin
best of
says.
shape.
That's what Austin's been saying too. Like he's in good shape, but he still says like maybe I could have one good match left if he's cleared for it. Like that's pretty much the typical response from everyone.
Yeah.
Make Foley look god awful in TNA.
Mick Foley always
Versus
looks god
Rick.
awful.
Again, he's
Versus Ric Flair. That
he's
was a terrible
so much.
match.
He's so much better as like the commissioner of Raw or something like that. GM. It'd
But-
be so much funny.
But in
Yeah.
a hardcore match, I could see him doing good because that's just how he is.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about one of the random feuds. Usually, this is gonna be a hard one because you're just gonna have to think of a feud at the top of your head.
David Arquette versus Vince Russo.
No, screw you. I would personally have this feud being Big Show versus Christian. The Big Show is right now at the top right now. He's fighting Mark Henry. But since recently they've been talking about having Sheamus come in and being the big guy on SmackDown, you're going to have to give Big Show the title, take it away, and put Sheamus in the main event. And a person who I think could wrestle with Big Show would be Christian. The two known each other for years. I believe they've wrestled before. And having them come back together would be, a good match. A good David and Goliath match again.
So you turn Big Show heel? Because I don't see why Big Show would just come after Christian for no reason.
No, I think what I would do, Christian would be the last person to continue this protest against Raw being unsafe and everything. Having it stay as like one of those like solo things. Big Show gets annoyed with Christian and they just go at it. Having those funny promos backstage and everything, it would be pretty good. I think they could pull it off pretty good. Pretty well.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Strike, you go. Random feud.
Random feud. Vince Russo versus David Arquette.
Just let him go with that. Just let him go with it.
You did say random feud.
That's possible.
Explain why, Strike.
No, there's no reason to explain why. It's
No,
the
you gotta
feud.
explain it.
The feud right there
Because
alone.
screw you,
like,
that's why.
What?
Because screw you, that's why.
That's not good enough reason.
Yes, it is.
I can
You
actually
have to-
see that happening, that match, only if they're like, oh, we need a new GM for Raw, and they actually kind of just throw that out there.
David
You have
Arquette
to-
got pissed, and now he's the former WCW champion. He wants to get revenge.
Oh
He's
my
getting shit
god.
on by everybody.
Exactly. Have him win the World Heavyweight Championship.
No, that'll just be terrible.
No, you
I'd never watch again.
talk about a random feud.
That's actually horrible. Why
You
would you
didn't,
create
you didn't
such a
say
match?
it would have to be a good one.
Why can't you see it from Bound for Glory or something? Where wrestling doesn't matter.
Because it's WrestleMania, it's the biggest stage of them all.
You can have a joke match at WrestleMania. They did it with Vince and fucking Donald Trump.
Actually, that was Lashley and Umaga, but
Well, they still had it like...
And Stone
They-
Cold was there.
they were in their corners. They didn't actually have a match.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike. No, Strike. Fuck you. Give your real fucking match.
I can't do a random feud.
What do you mean you can't do a random feud? You just can't think of one out of your ass right now?
Not at the moment. Hornswoggle versus Big Show.
Oh my god.
That is as random as it gets.
That would be such a terrible... No, if that ever happened, they would I think they would have to make Big Show a heel, and they would have to give Hornswoggle like an actual wrestler.
No,
by
I
ringside.
messed up. I should have.
Had to splash off the step ladder.
That would be a hardcore match. Somebody would interfere.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody would end up coming out to attack him.
I give up
For
on
my
strike.
mid-card match, I actually wanted to make it Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes.
Wait,
Tyler Black, he's former Ring of Honor champion. He's like the next Edge pretty much, and he's down in
The problem
FCW.
is there has been news of Seth Rollins, Tyler Black coming up,
It's okay.
and
I can make
I'm
him
not even
come
sure
up.
if he's
I'm the
been
GM.
getting. I'm not even sure if he's getting a good push on FCW.
I'm the GM. I can do anything, bitch.
Okay, Mike, give your random feud.
this is a good one. A Lucha Showcase match.
Oh,
Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, Alberto Del Rio, and if he was still alive today, pending he was still alive and still on the roster, Eddie Guerrero.
No,
Mil
What?
Mascaras,
Doesn't count.
right?
doesn't count
Why doesn't it count?
because he's dead.
Because
That's it.
Eddie's dead.
He said it. He just said if he
Eddie,
was alive. He said if he was alive.
So
He
you're
didn't say,
pretty
bring
much
him back
saying
to
the
life.
match would be Sin Cara.
You just said it can be as random as we want. That's
No.
my random feud.
A random
Yep,
feud.
he just made it.
a
He's
ran-
the GM. He can do whatever he wants. He's
a
God
random
right
feud
now.
that is possible in the WWE right now.
He just did
Vince
it.
versus God.
Okay, you let Strike do David Arquette versus Vince Russo.
Because I gave
That's-
up with him, he wouldn't change his stuff.
They're not dead.
They're not dead too.
So what?
I want Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero. That's my match.
That's terrible. No,
That's terrible.
that's terrible to say.
That's my match.
That's
It would be a
tougher.
5-star
Alright.
match.
All right.
Oh, would it?
All right. Instead of Eddie Guerrero, we'll go with Chavo Guerrero. How about that?
But Chavo was
That-
recently released. How would they?
That doesn't matter. He can sign
He
him
ain't coming
back.
back.
He's the
No,
GM.
and he's already said that he's not interested in WWE again because they
Doesn't
won't do
matter.
anything
He's the
with him.
GM.
But
He can sign
I'm
him
the
back.
I'm the GM. This
He
is
can
my
sign him
feud.
I'll do what I want.
Okay, Jonesy.
If we're gonna do a random ass match, what?
All right, fine. Then just skip my reasoning. Go ahead, Jonesy.
I'm sorry, Mike, but
No, go ahead,
it's too
Jonesy.
ridiculous.
If we're gonna do a random ass match,
That's actually not ridiculous. That's actually pretty good, and people will pay money to see that.
In theory, it's
theory.
good, but you know, you got a dead person. I don't think that'll be looking alive and looking nice in matches.
I took Eddie out and put Chavo in.
There you go. Then Child got rehired for one more match.
What about Epico and Hunico?
They don't
I don't
deserve to
know.
be in WrestleMania.
I don't even know who Epico is, so he doesn't count.
Epico was in FCW for a while.
He debuted Friday.
He was the other masked wrestler.
He's irrelevant to this discussion, so
He's even uglier than Hunico.
I kind of said tag team's not going to survive less than a month anyway, so he'll
Yeah,
just be
if
fine.
fucking Epico can come up, fucking Seth Rollins can get brought up.
If Epico can be brought up, Chavo Guerrero can be rehired for one match. But go ahead, Jonesy. You're up.
I don't know if I want to go in anymore.
No.
If I'm gonna make a random ass match,
The serious match.
yeah, it's no one's dead here.
I took Eddie out, okay? I took him out.
Damn it!
He's out.
Can I see my match?
Yes.
Go ahead, say that.
Yes.
Evan Bourne, Sin Cara.
Why?
I don't know.
That'd be a good
If
match.
I would see anybody go against Evan Bourne, I would pick Justin Gabriel. Sin Cara has proved himself in the ring that he could botch with anybody. And
Botch with the best.
if I want to have a good match with Evan Bourne, put him against Justin Gabriel. 'Cause those two could put on a fucking show.
Or make it I was gonna say threesome, three-way.
Same thing.
Don't know why I was gonna say threesome.
That's
Threesome
your
with Sin
actual
Cara,
fantasy.
Justin Gabriel, and Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne would bring the weed, and everybody would start smoking it.
It's all good, man. It's all
Okay,
good.
Jimmy, your random but plausible feud.
No dead people, no people who aren't tired.
Bite me.
Obviously. Shit. Let's see. I would say Vince McMahon.
No. Don't do that
He
yet.
can do
Don't,
that.
no.
He can do whatever he
Because
wants.
there's
He's the GM. He can do what he wants.
There's gonna be another one where it's gonna be a main feud, and anything with Vince McMahon is gonna be in a main feud.
He can say what he
Fine.
wants. It's his
Fine.
storyline.
Since he just
It's your
told me
storyline, Jimmy. Say
Well, no,
it.
he just told me, usually the GM still has to get his stuff approved, so let me see. Fuck, that threw out my whole idea out that window for now.
Wow, he just ruined his whole storyline. You're an asshole.
Shit. I would say they bring back Shane McMahon for one more match. It'll be Shane McMahon versus Sin Cara.
What? What's with all of your reception with Sin Cara? It's like a couple months ago, you guys were like, "This guy's fucking terrible. He's botching all his matches."
Don't worry.
I
I
never
never
said
hold up a
he
match
did.
whatsoever.
Don't worry. I'm
You're
still
putting
saying
him in
that.
all your fucking
I'm
matches.
still saying that, but I'm just saying we need the battle of the botches. So we have those two botch against each other for a while.
Shane doesn't botch though.
Exactly. He has to show him how it's done before he leaves again.
Hey, hold
I
on
like
a second.
Sin Cara. I never said. You know.
And if
My match
anything,
was
if
actually made
Shane-
sense.
And if anything, if Shane comes back, I'd rather see him against Hunter.
Why would they sign me to a contract?
Why would you steal my spot in the company?
Where? That's all I'm saying. Where? Cry and bitch more. Where?
Okay, let's talk about the tag team
Okay,
titles.
I didn't get my match, but whatever. I don't even care.
And I just skipping everybody.
Here we go.
Hunter, okay,
Yeah.
what would your match be?
Test versus Eddie Guerrero
Oh.
versus Chris Benoit in a triple threat match. Yep. Probably be the greatest match ever.
Boy.
If I really wanted to be a jack off, I could say Chris Benoit versus all the divas. And a noose on a pole match.
No, here, Chris Benoit versus all the Von Erichs who went suicide.
No, you forgot Owen Hart.
Oh, and, well, Owen Hart wasn't more of a suicide; he was more of a
And Rey
accident.
Mysterio's son.
It's more of an accidental suicide.
Owen Hart versus somebody in a scaffold match.
God.
Jesus.
Okay.
We're gonna get so hated on. Oh my god.
Who
Chris
cares?
Benoit-
Fuck the haters.
Chris Benoit versus Rey Mysterio's son in a submission match.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
No. Oh god. Okay, we're moving on.
We're gonna get we're gonna go so insulted now.
We're sorry, people, but we're gonna go back to serious topics.
I'm not sorry.
We're gonna move on to the tag team titles. I'm gonna start with me. Personally, I would like to see the Kings of Wrestling finally get brought up to the main roster.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
glad everyone's gonna say that.
Hold on a second. Chris Hero's not under contract. You can't do that.
Yep.
He's not under. No, Mike.
He can come under contract.
He's not under
was
contract
your
because
rules.
they're having trouble with his medical work. They're
Hey,
getting
he's
his
still-
medical.
he-
He's
yeah.
getting his medical work accepted so he can finally go under contract.
If
So
Seth
technically
Rollins
he
can't
is
come up,
under
he can't
contract,
come
but
up.
the medical papers are holding him back.
That's been the same excuse for the past 2 months. He's not physically under contract yet, so that doesn't count.
Fuck you.
But
Seth
Seth
Rollins
wasn't under
can't come up.
contract
He
either,
can't
and
come up.
one of y'all used him.
Fuck you.
So why can't he use Chris Hero? Somebody use Chavo.
Why can't we be friends?
No.
Because I
Okay,
hate you all.
so
Good.
I would have the Kings of Wrestling come back against Air Boom and have them win the titles at WrestleMania.
Born's going to be too high to do that.
The Kings of Wrestling are a Ring of Honor tag team
They should
of
know by
Chris
now.
Hero
You're listening to a wrestling podcast. I'm sure they're gonna.
and Claudio Castagnoli, who are two of the greatest tag teams currently in the business.
Two of the best current tag teams. What?
You mean they're this?
They are the best.
They are the greatest tag teams.
No, they're
Okay.
not the greatest.
Who's the best tag
Generation
team right
Me.
now? Probably the second best, but I like Kings
No.
of Wrestling a lot better.
I like Generation Me better.
Anyways, Strike, your tag match.
How would I word this? A fatal 4-way tag match, TLC, between Zigzwag, who would be the champions. Hell, why not? I'll throw in Kings of Wrestling. Nobody says a word.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
You're too late. It's already been done.
Who else?
Anyways, the third tag team would be, I guess, Airboom, since there's really nobody else. And then a surprise tag team of Team 3D.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, I was
Can't
gonna do that.
They're under TNA contract. Can't
They're
do
about
it.
to end.
I don't know, but still. They were in the first TLC
You could
match.
say you
so-
could say Epico and Higo.
I don't want
Yeah,
Epico.
Who wants to see Latin America again?
Yeah,
Racism.
it's not racist.
You can't be
It's
racist.
never done right.
That isn't racist though. He just doesn't want to see him.
But I mean, like,
No, I'm
Team
playing.
3D were in the first TLC match. They were in the TLC match at that one Wrestlemania. They could be a surprise entry, and, you know, it'd get a lot of publicity for them.
So were the Hardys. What are you saying? The Hardys should come back and wrestle as well?
No, Matt needs to stop talking to ghosts.
Does he really do that now? He's talking to Chris Benoit and Test.
He was talking to ghosts at one point.
Yeah, that video was funny.
There's a video posted in chat.
Anyways, Mike, your tag match.
Okay, Sheamus and Finley.
Oh.
I don't know what kind of
Yeah.
tag team they would have. Shut your face.
I love to fight.
Versus,
So you're a
versus,
half turd.
versus the reincarnated team of Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Kofi Kingston.
Ooh.
Why don't they just bring back what's his face? I don't even remember who's
Isn't
the
what's
other
his
half.
face dead?
Stevie Ray? No?
I
No,
thought he
just
was
bring him
dead.
back.
Why would you want to bring back Stevie Ray?
I don't
He
know.
hasn't wrestled in 10 years.
No,
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of Kofi Kingston, make it Mark Henry with his sexual chocolate fame.
No, that team wouldn't make sense. Booker T and Kofi makes a little much more sense.
I've got the perfect tag team. I've got the perfect tag team right now. Just ready
Oh,
to.
God, I'm afraid.
Okay,
Can we
Jimmy.
finish?
Okay,
Are you gonna end it?
then please, go.
Is anybody let me finish or what?
You gotta say it
It's
quicker.
my turn. It's my turn. So go ahead and finish. There you go.
I'm getting cut off every 5 minutes.
Okay, Mike,
Finish.
speak.
Go ahead, bro. Finish.
The Sheamus and Finley would be the champs and lose.
Okay.
But why would you make...
It doesn't matter. That's how it works.
It's said and done.
Why would you bring Finley back? Like,
Because
and why are you pushing Sheamus so low?
Domination. That's what their tag team name is.
What you say?
European Domination. That's their tag team.
You mean the Celtic Connection? Is it better
See, there,
tag?
you're already making it. Okay. Jimmy, you're next.
Okay, I'm thinking over here. I'm trying to think of current people because I really wouldn't want to bring much people back, so to say. You know.
And that's why I said at the beginning of the show, before it, matches
like-
that... No, that's why I'm not going to go to you, Hunter. I'm just going to totally skip you.
If you do that, I'll still say
All
it.
right, all right. I think I got it. Anyways, I think I'll put in WrestleMania Triple H. I'll bring someone back. I'm sorry, they're retired, but they'll come back. Triple H and Shawn Michaels
I was gonna get Shawn Michaels.
against Johnny O and Kevin Nash,
Johnny Ace.
whatever his name is.
That would
Yeah.
actually work.
I'll say I'll put those two together. You know, so that'll be a tag team match.
That's pretty neat. I like it.
Alright, go, Hunter.
So, I would bring back
Okay.
Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. The Rockers.
So the Rockers.
The
Yes,
Rock.
the Rockers would come back. Versus the Headbangers.
Wow.
Hold on.
We're delving deep, aren't we?
Hold on. Let me stop here for a minute. Let me stop. When he said, when we're letting you do this, we meant be realistically. Don't be random. That's an
That
in your
isn't
house.
random. It's just part
That-
of the storyline.
That's an In Your House #4 pay-per-view match. That's a match that belongs to 1996, not 2012.
It's all connected because it's going to be a triple threat match. Tornado tag team. Triple threat.
How's it connected? Somebody running the ministry?
Connect. I don't know.
Boom. Since they've been talking shit, but the Headbangers have been talking shit about Air Boom.
Oh man,
It's going to work like that. And then the Rockers. It's just because the Rockers are really awesome.
God damn.
They make up on show, and then
Oh my god.
the Headbangers come in and talk shit.
Okay, let's go back to some serious people. Jonesy.
No, that's actually serious. That could work.
Jonesy, serious. Let's do this. What's your tag team match?
Air Boom versus...
Avalanche and...
Shut the hell up.
Natural disasters.
Shut the hell up. I've...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a team that hasn't been made yet.
Dynasty.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Everybody's forgetting the Usos.
The Steiner brothers.
Who gives a shit about the Usos?
They're
Heck,
still
the Steiner brothers.
but they're under contract. We have to stick with under contract people.
Oh, man. I mean, what tag teams do we have right now?
We have Air Boom. We have Miz and Truth. We have
The Brothers of Destruction.
Okay, sure. No,
You just
That's not
realized.
gonna
no, because we have a category for Undertaker match. We have.
Is that it?
Okay, we have Air Boom, Usos, Awesome
We have
Truth,
Zigzag, I know that.
Zigzag, Epico, and Hunico. Just those 5. And it's quiet, and that's terrible for a podcast.
I'm trying to think.
Should we say what I was thinking?
I hate being put on the spot.
I kind of blacked out for a second. I'm sorry.
You know what? Just to piss everyone off, the Usos.
Oh god.
Just to piss everyone off. Or
Okay,
you can have
fine.
like a scramble tag team match or something. I don't know. With all the
Fine.
jobbers.
Okay, and then we're gonna have our Undertaker match.
Did you get Jimmy in this yet or no?
Yeah, Jimmy already said his.
Okay.
You already said mine, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
When?
I did not skip
Dang.
anybody this segment. Okay,
That's because I forced myself in there.
okay. And we're gonna have our Undertaker match. Undertaker this is gonna be his 20th match.
Probably his last.
Probably his last, and that's why you have to pick someone who's gonna go out with a bang. And honestly, the only person I could think of,
Hornswoggle.
the only person I could think of is
What?
Buddy.
You're laughing at your own joke.
Yeah, I know.
Buddy.
I'm lame, aren't I?
okay.
Failure.
And the person I think would work with Undertaker is Chris Jericho.
Boo.
No other person on the roster can give Taker his 20th win. And I say his 20th win because I think Taker shouldn't lose. I think they've gone out so long. But, you know, I was watching the Wrestlemania, the True Story of Wrestlemania DVD, and they were talking about Undertaker's streak. And they were talking about how the Undertaker would like to lose at WrestleMania. That he thinks his career will not be over until he loses at WrestleMania. And so I think he should win his 20th match. I honestly think he should. But then he should lose next year, or at least at WrestleMania 30 for his last
30?
match.
What
So,
WrestleMania are they at right now?
what? They're at 20 right now.
You want him around for 10 more years?
No,
screw that.
they're at Mania 28 coming up.
Oh, okay, because I thought we were at 20. He said 20. I was like, what?
No.
That means he would have to be around for 3 more years. Or 2 more years.
That's 2 more years too
I don't think
many.
he had that
Men
many
retire.
left in him.
They're not going to bring him back just for one WrestleMania match after next year, though.
They barely bring him back from one WrestleMania match every year now. Nothing else.
Well, that's basically what he's doing at this point, isn't he?
Yep.
Hey, Greg, before you continue why Jericho should be brought back, are we allowed to bring anybody in for this? Because it's an Undertaker match.
That does happen.
Can we bring anybody in for this match? I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, just bring someone in that would be kind of epic as like Undertaker's finale, so to say. We all pretty much know he's going to retire after this year, so.
Alright, go ahead and continue, Greg.
Greg, are you done? Guess he's done.
Okay,
Next
wait,
guy.
no, I'm here.
Did you hold on, before you continue, did you hear what I said?
What?
Can we bring anybody in for this? Because let's be honest, there's nobody on the roster that's worthy enough to wrestle.
You have to bring someone in that has either been hinting at a return or has the possibility of return. Like, you can't bring in someone who has so much heat with the WWE that he's said already that he's never gonna wrestle a match with WWE again. Like, you can't bring in, like...
Don't even say it.
What? You can't bring in dead people as well.
Oh, okay.
So
I hope some drinks have been shattered.
this can't be a true dream match. This has to be somebody who's on the roster.
It has to be someone who's on the roster or someone who's possible to make another return.
Well, there went my idea.
Why? Who would you have done?
I'll tell you when my turn's up.
Okay,
Your turn
wait.
is up.
Okay, Strike. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, so Strike, you go first.
First for what? I'm not exactly clear.
Undertaker
Taker match.
Undertaker match? Alright. Chris Jericho.
Okay, yeah. Chris Jericho really is the only other person that he could wrestle.
Or John Cena in a I Quit match.
John Cena doesn't lose those though. So.
That's the point.
Yeah, but Undertaker's never tapped out.
He lost the last man standing match.
Yeah, but Undertaker doesn't tap out. Neither does Cena, which isn't exactly why the I Quit match would be so good.
If he got him in the death triangle thing. The Hell's Gate.
He would pass out from that. He wouldn't tap out.
He'd still... They would just stop it and Undertaker would win.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah.
Alright, now, you're gonna go, why are you doing this? This is a true dream match, not some crappy one that you have to come up with on the fly. The real dream match for this one would be The Undertaker versus Sting.
I was gonna say that!
That is the true dream
God
match.
damn you. Damn you to hell. I want to see that too.
That's the match people have been wanting to see since, what, the late 90s? It could have happened last year, but Sting decided to ruin his career even more in TNA.
Yep, I wish that would have had that match.
Yeah, I'm hoping when Sting's contract ends, beginning of the year, he doesn't resign.
Hey, but if Sting didn't go to TNA, we wouldn't have that amazing Hogan and Sting match at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, well, Hogan
That's because
sucks.
Hogan can't take any bumps anymore. Undertaker can still take a couple bumps.
I honestly feel Undertaker and Sting would put on the best match ever.
I don't know ever,
But look,
but
this is
it
what I
would
would
be
say.
good.
match.
Mike, I would definitely agree with you.
All you
But
guys were...
I
It's the
would
true
rather
dream
have
match.
that as his last match. I think
Okay.
Taker should definitely win this year and next year, and then have him lose at WrestleMania 30.
Well,
I don't want Taker. Why would you want Taker to lose? He just spent 20 years of WrestleMania winning to lose.
well, he's been wanting to lose for like
Taker has
since
been wanting-
1998.
Taker's been wanting to lose at WrestleMania, and he says that his career won't be complete until he loses at WrestleMania.
Well,
He's
they wouldn't.
He wanted to lose to Kane twice, Orton, Batista, Shawn Michaels, and they all said no. So,
Who the fuck is he gonna lose to? It better not be John Cena.
Sting. He has to lose to Sting.
He wouldn't lose to Sting.
This is what I see happening.
Sting is the epitome of WCW, TNA. They wouldn't bring him over for him to beat them and make those companies look better than
you have,
what the Undertaker is at WrestleMania.
Look, you have 2 years till WrestleMania 30. You have Undertaker face Chris Jericho this year or next year. You have Taker face Cena the following year.
Nope, I don't like that match at all.
Look, I don't like it either, but face the fact that Cena's the top face and that he has to have one match at WrestleMania.
Nope, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to face
He has
Undertaker.
to. He has
Well,
to.
if the Undertaker retires.
all right. Well, the realistic match that could happen, possibly, is the Undertaker and Miz.
I don't want to see that one either.
Well, there's nobody else credible enough to wrestle the Undertaker at WrestleMania. That's on the roster right now.
It's true.
Except maybe Wade Barrett, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I've already put Barrett in a match, so.
So who'd you say?
The realistic dream match for this card would be the Undertaker and Miz. But the ultimate dream match is the Undertaker and Sting.
That's what I want to see.
You
That's the
want to even
ultimate
bring
match.
someone back?
Well, I would go with the Undertaker and Sting, but realistically, if we had these people on the roster, it would be Undertaker and Miz.
Mm-hmm.
But the true dream match that people would pay the top dollar to see is the Undertaker and Sting.
That's true. I actually think that WrestleMania would sell more if they had that match build.
If they have Undertaker and Sting in the main event of WrestleMania 30, that alone would bring in the top dollar. That would outsell The Rock and John Cena.
Yep.
And nobody can say otherwise because The Undertaker and Sting are two of the biggest icons in wrestling today. Nothing comes close to that match, except maybe Austin and Hogan. Like
Austin Rock.
No, Austin and Hogan. That's the other big dream match.
Austin Hogan? I don't want to see that.
But it's not going to happen.
I wouldn't
But
want to
still.
see that. I wouldn't pay to watch that.
Undertaker.
Okay,
Undertaker.
let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but let's move on. Jimmy, your Undertaker match.
Honestly, I was going to say Undertaker versus Stone Cold, but I don't honestly see that working in the long run. So I would say, in realistic terms, probably Undertaker versus Miz.
Wait, what do you
Realistic
mean?
terms.
What do you mean working in the long run?
I don't know, it's because it seems like everyone knows Taker wants to retire and he wants someone to lose to, but no one wants to really take that away from him. They want to see him undefeated the entire time. So I'm thinking, if maybe they want to give someone like a rise in the stars, like the one who finally beat the Undertaker, And I'm thinking Miz might be the one that'll step him. I'll make a name for myself with this opportunity. That's
Okay.
where I'm kind of. That's where I'm kind of at with that right there.
Okay, Hunter, go.
I'd want Sting versus the Undertaker, and Undertaker beating. I can't even talk right now. I want Undertaker versus Sting,
Okay.
just because it'd be the best match ever, pretty much.
Okay. Jonesy, go.
Well, if he does come back, and it seems I gotta go with Jericho. I can't think of anyone else. That would be worthy enough to go against the Undertaker.
Yeah. Again, Jericho's the only guy that has actually been rumored to talk to the WWE, and that he's the only big name talking. Michaels can't return. He's already had 2-3 matches with him.
Yeah, and he's already in a tag team match at WrestleMania anyways.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, Triple H can't wrestle him again.
Yeah, I know. That's why he'd be tagging with Marty Jannetty.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Okay. Let's have let's have our main feud. This is the feud that has been built up since Survivor Series, since Royal Rumble, and now the climax, the conclusion of this is gonna happen. I would say Triple H versus Vince McMahon.
Nah, you.
Bad.
Yuck.
With Stone Cold Steve Austin as a special guest referee.
No.
Nope. See, that's the main event.
No, that's not the main event.
That's
That's
what
his
you
main
just
feud.
said.
No, that's the main
That's his
feud,
main
not the main
feud.
event. The main event's going to be the World Championship, the WWE Championship.
What with Vince coming out and saying,
So
I
the
was
main-
one who's-
The main
I was
feud
the
would be for a championship.
you motherfucker.
No. The
No.
main storyline, the main feud. The main feud's not the championship.
That's what main feud is, championship.
It's
That's what I'm thinking about when I'm making my main feud.
the main feud that's not for the championship. Let's rephrase it that way. That's not for the championship. The one that it runs most of the Raw. That is the main focus of Raw right now.
That's the championship,
No,
though.
it's not.
That's the main focus of Raw. is
Right
always the
now, the main focus isn't Del Rio and Punk. It's what's happening to John Laurinaitis and Triple H right now, and Kevin Nash. That's the main focus right now. That's what everybody's waiting to tune into next
I'm
week.
not waiting.
Of what's going to happen next to Johnny Laurinaitis this week.
'Cause he's out 6 weeks, so everyone already
In
knows.
in storyline.
Yeah, it's storyline. So
He's gonna be back by Survivor Series.
What?
Let's continue with this, please.
So the main feud that's not for a title, I would say Triple H versus Mr. McMahon, for the sole purpose that I think we all know that Vince McMahon is the one texting Johnny Laurinaitis. He's gonna be the one that's pretty much. They're gonna have this last battle, Vince's last run as the CEO, because apparently that right after WrestleMania 28, that he's gonna start losing some of his power backstage, and then Triple H just wins it with the pedigree at the end.
I can see it happening.
Strike, your main feud, no championship. Go.
My main feud is my championship, though.
All right, we'll take the title off of him and still run with it.
But I can't. The entire idea is a part of the title, so I mean,
That's like mine, too.
All right, well then just go with it. Just see what you got to say.
No. If you don't have a main feud, then it's fine. We'll talk about the World Championships when we get to them.
All right. Who's up, me?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me think about this real quick. Randy Orton versus John Cena.
He's
Loser
facing
gets-
The Rock.
He's facing The Rock.
You forgot
This
about
is-
The Rock.
This is my card, though. I could care less about The Rock. The Rock's not getting booked. If I really wanted to book The Rock, it would be him versus Lex Luger. Winner sells the most.
That's funny.
Winner has to undersell every move. But
That's fucking genius.
Cena versus Orton, loser gets fired for real. That would be my main feud.
And who would win?
The fans. No wait, it would both end in a double count out, and both of them would be fired. There would be no actual winner in this match.
And all the kids would cry.
I could care less. I would go up to each
Cry
kid.
tears.
All the little Jimmies would be crying.
I would go up to each. I would
We
go
don't
up to
be crying
each.
tears of joy, though.
I would go up to each kid and point in their face and laugh, and ask them who is their god now.
And you'll be
And
fired.
stun their asses.
I wouldn't be fired. I'm the one who booked it.
Anyways, now that Mike's turned psychotic, Jimmy.
I think
I blame you, Craig. So you know,
Jimmy, what's your main feud that's not connected to a title?
I'd probably say the one that I mentioned earlier, which was the
Vince McMahon.
the AAA. Oh, the Vince. Oh yeah, fuck. Honestly, I'll say Vince. Yeah, they're alternate. I know I said Triple H earlier, but I guess I'll... Fuck, dude. Fuck. That'll be Vince McMahon and CM Punk versus Johnny Ace and some other guy.
Why Vince McMahon and Punk?
Oh, because basically, Vince would probably come back and say, "I'm finally noticed what you're talking about. How there's a conspiracy in the company, and I'm here to, I'm here to help you weave it out." And they just go through and they trace it back to Johnny Ace. Or it could just be Vince McMahon versus Johnny Ace instead.
Oh, that would be so terrible.
Oh, it's just something involving them. That's where
I don't even know if
that.
Johnny Ace could wrestle. That's the problem. We don't know. We're putting him in match, but we don't know if he can wrestle or not.
It's gonna be interesting to find out, won't we? We'll tune in to Wrestlemania and find out.
Right. It's gonna hurt me to say this, but Hunter, go.
I don't have one.
His main
My
title
main one's
match.
championship match.
Okay, fine. Jonesy, go.
Is it sad that I'm thinking Triple H versus Nash is going to happen?
No, it's not sad, but I actually would have... Well, I saw that match. I thought I would see that match at Royal Rumble. I see Nash being the bodyguard to Vince McMahon. And Triple H has to pass Kevin Nash in order to get to Vince McMahon. That's how I see it. But having Nash and Triple H would be interesting if they made it like a hardcore match.
Yeah, I can't see Nash wrestling because, he's just gonna blow out a knee 5 minutes into it. And then he won't be able to walk for 3 months.
No, he's going to blow out his knee walking down the ramp.
Yeah. He'll tear his knee and Triple H will tear his quad at the same time.
Okay.
We can
It'll
call
be
it the
glorious.
Gimpy. We can call it the Gimpy match.
Okay.
Then it's gonna put butts in the seats.
So next we will go over the World Heavyweight Championship. For me,
I already know what you're gonna say.
triple threat match. Sheamus, Henry,
Sheamus.
and Orton.
Henry. You have him holding the title all the way to WrestleMania?
No, I wouldn't. No,
It
actually I
brings some
would.
prestige to the title.
I would. Henry would hold the title all the way to WrestleMania. After winning it back from Big Show at Royal Rumble. I think Big Show should win at Survivor Series, give him his last hurrah before, he starts going back downhill. Henry wins it back at Royal Rumble. Henry's a 2-time champion now.
Who's the third?
Is it third? Oh, it is third.
Yeah.
He won the ECW title, so it counts as 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, then now he goes on to WrestleMania, holds it for between.
You're giving Henry a WrestleMania main event match?
Yes.
Why not?
Yo, dog, I like that idea.
Well,
He's one of the
why
few
not?
reasons I'm watching SmackDown in general.
He's the biggest heel. You can't pick anybody that's meaner than him than Miz and Truth. He's proven, I think, to a lot of people that he could be a champion. It's just no one
He's
has
very
given him.
believable.
No one has given him the chance to do it.
He doesn't have
All right.
WrestleMania main event talent, though.
So what I
It
would
doesn't
do,
matter
Why doesn't that matter?
because you had Mayweather and Big Show as a WrestleMania match.
That's not main event, though.
that brought publicity. That was the main point of it.
It's not a championship
Besides-
match.
Henry's a very believable World Heavyweight Champion.
He is.
If he can topple Big Show, then yeah.
Yeah. So I would have Henry as the champion versus Sheamus and Orton, and Sheamus wins the title. And then Bryan Danielson comes in. Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
We went through this last
Don't
week
say
with Daniel
that.
Bryan.
Okay, fine. Daniel Bryan comes in and pins Sheamus to become the new World Heavyweight Champion.
Wait a minute, Daniel Bryan won't come in after the match is over.
Yeah, he'd be in the match.
No.
Yeah. because he's doing an honorable cash-in.
Fuck that. No. He wins
Yeah.
it after the match.
No, he
Yes.
doesn't.
Because you know why? Because I truly believe in order for Daniel Bryan to hold the title, for his start, he has to be a heel. And against Sheamus, who's supposedly supposed to be the biggest babyface on SmackDown after WrestleMania 28, he has to face him. It has to be heel Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus.
You're gonna have a cash-in at the end of an event at WrestleMania.
That's just silly.
It's not the end of the event, though. We still have the Rock and Cena match.
You're
And-
still gonna ruin the entire match.
How am I going to ruin it?
Because you
That's
can't
a cheap,
cash in-
gimmicky finish.
Yeah, you can't do that. It just completely ruined the entire ending of the match.
I'm sorry.
It's like,
I think
what a match! Oh no, he's cashing in.
in the long run, it would make Daniel Bryan a bigger heel and will give him more credibility after WrestleMania.
And make him a joke that he couldn't even win his title in a match.
I got a question,
Like
though.
Edge?
I got a question, though.
At WrestleMania, there's a big difference.
I got a question, though. Why is The Rock Cena being brought up when this is a fantasy card? Is he your championship match?
Damn it, Mike. That match has
Yeah.
already been announced. Nothing's going to happen to that match unless one of them gets injured.
We're the GM. We're
I'm
GMs.
saying,
You
with
don't,
this card,
Mike.
is The Rock Cena your card?
Mike, you don't have to do it, but it's going to be happening, and you're going to have to come up with a result for it.
No, you're not.
You don't have to do it. It's fine,
This-
Mike. You don't have to do it. But I'll
This
ask
is-
Strike and Jimmy and Jonesy for their...
Wait. Ask me. I don't have to do what?
You don't have to do the Rock and Cena match, but I'm going to still ask everybody else for their results of that match.
Okay.
Okay? If you don't want to
If
do it,
it's their
fine.
dream card,
If you don't want to do it,
what
fine.
if they don't
but
have Rock on there?
I have to bring it up. Because
What if they don't have it on their card, though?
Hunter, shut the fuck up.
Exactly, you just got boxed.
I'm confused.
Speaking of the Rock and Cena match, that's going to be...
You didn't
next-
even tell anyone else's heavyweight championship.
Oh, yeah, fucking forgot.
Come on,
Good job.
straighten up.
Mike, your heavyweight champion.
This is for the world title.
Yeah, for the heavyweight.
I'm doing 2 title matches. I'm not doing one. But for the world title, CM Punk.
No, the world title will be later. Just go for the heavyweight right now.
The
Trust me.
heavyweight is a world title. Heavyweight. Doesn't matter which one.
Then it's
There's-
called the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah,
The
come on,
the
Greg.
The WWE title was considered a heavyweight championship as well. You're not being specific. You're just saying heavyweight
No.
title.
There's the World Heavyweight Championship, and then there's the WWE World Championship. The WWE World Championship will be after the Punk and Cena one. Do the World Heavyweight, the one that's on SmackDown right now.
Punk and Cena, what are you talking about?
Oh, you just spoiled your match card.
I'm not booking how you want me to book it. My
Yeah,
world
stop
title
telling
match.
us how to book our dream cards. You
My
cunt.
my world title match is CM Punk.
He's going to
This is-
SmackDown.
Yes, he is. CM Punk, Evan Bourne, Daniel Bryan. Triple threat ladder match for the
That's
world
great.
heavyweight.
Who's the
for the world-
champion?
For the world heavyweight title. The champion is CM Punk.
Why would
And-
Punk be on SmackDown? It makes no sense.
But
You
this
can
is my-
explain it
but
right
this-
now.
This is my card. Why are you contesting it?
Okay, fine.
I'm not contesting your card, am I?
Because my card actually sounds reasonable.
Except for Vince McMahon versus Triple H, which sounds like a terrible match.
Yeah, with Stone Cold as the special referee.
Yeah, that sounds retarded.
Anyway, the world title gets vacated because somebody gets injured, whoever the champion is at the time. They have a battle royal. CM Punk shows up and wins the battle royal. He wins the championship.
But it doesn't make sense.
How? I mean, if they're having 41-man battle royals for title shots, why can't CM Punk win the world title?
Because it doesn't make sense.
I mean, you
Okay,
know,
fine.
considerably when they've actually had world title battle royals and a Raw guy has won. I mean, you know, Kurt Angle did it. the Great Khali did it in real booking sense. So why can't CM Punk do it
Okay, fine.
in a fantasy booking sense?
Fine.
I don't see why
Because
you're
Greg's a
getting.
dictator and a communist.
I don't see why you're getting all hot and bothered about it. It's what I would like to see.
Okay, why Evan Bourne? How?
Dude, it's like the biggest indie match ever.
But
You have to
how
add
would
Colt
it?
Cabana, though.
Colt
if you
Cabana's
wanted
not.
it to
Colt
be
Cabana's not
the
on.
biggest
If I-
indie match.
And
if I-
when you also have
if I
like
were-
Drew McIntyre and Desmond Wolfe up there too.
I've already added Drew McIntyre's already in a match with Wade Barrett.
Okay.
If I really wanted to add a fourth guy, I would either bring up Tyler Black, or I would go to Ring of Honor and sign Davey Richards.
Davey
That's my fourth
Richards is
guy.
the shit.
If that's a pure indie fan's dream. You would have all the internet marks watching that match. They would actually pay money to see that.
Okay.
They'd still probably watch it on.
Well, some of them would, but most of them would pay legit money to see that.
Yeah.
I sure wanted to pay legit money.
I still don't see how Evan Bourne could be up there.
He gets a push.
It's an
Plain and
indie.
simple.
Like a remarkable push that gives him WrestleMania status.
But he's
Well, you could just
going,
fall.
he's going for the SmackDown World Title. The biggest draw on SmackDown. You got Orton in a match with Cena. The Undertaker's in a match with. On my card, Orton's in a match with Cena. Undertaker has Stinger Miz. Sheamus is in a tag team match. Who else is there? You bring somebody over from Raw. Oh, and Barrett's in the Intercontinental title match. Who else is there?
Okay, fine.
Why are you getting all so defensive?
Well, no, I'm not being defensive. I'd just like you to kind of give an explanation of how
I just did.
you would get Evan Bourne up there.
CM Punk wins the Battle Royal. Daniel Bryan cashes in but loses. Evan Bourne gets a number one contenders match. He wins that. Daniel Bryan challenges him for that at like maybe an elimination chamber. The match goes to a draw, and whoever, well, me being the GM, I decide, put him in a triple threat match because there's no number one contender for the title.
No.
I don't want big name draws all the time in my title matches. I like to see
don't?
things differently. No, I don't. I like to see fair opportunities.
Well, fair opportunities come with good pushes, and those pushes have to take
Fair.
a while.
Fair opportunities also come by blowing Vince McMahon.
No, that's Kelly Kelly.
It's most of the guys too.
That's
John Cena says hello. So,
Okay, Jimmy,
Yo.
your World Heavyweight Championship match.
Mark Henry versus a buffet table.
Oh my god, I know what my match is gonna be.
Okay, Jimmy, what's your match gonna be?
I know what my match is gonna be now.
Jimmy, what's your match gonna be?
Okay, let's see. Mark Henry versus... Mark Henry versus Sheamus versus... I want to have some sort of triple threat match. Him, Sheamus, and someone on SmackDown that deserves a push to be thrown in that match. I really don't watch SmackDown, so I don't know who really deserves a push.
Tyson Kidd.
Oh God, no.
No, like someone is like worth the push, not just, oh, let me push you in that.
Wade Barrett.
Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, there you go. I'll put
Wade Barrett
in that
or
match.
Bryan Danielson.
No,
Call him
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan for once.
I'll put Wade
You-
Barrett in that match, and then I'll have
Just because you
Wade-
say his indie
Wade
name
Barrett
doesn't
win
make you
as well.
cool.
Yeah, he just makes you more of a smart than you already are.
Womp womp. Well, anyways, like I said, I'll put Wade Barrett, Sheamus, and Mark Henry in a triple threat, no DQ match, and I'll have Wade Barrett win it.
And then what about Bryan Danielson?
Daniel
He will come
You
out
fucking
and
smart.
attempt
What?
Well, anyways, he will come out
Never
anyways.
mind.
He'll come out and he'll try to redeem his title shot as he said he would, and then he'll get beat across the head by Wade Barrett and Mark Henry, and then Wade Barrett will win.
And then it will go on for Wade Barrett and
Yeah, they'll
Daniel
start
Bryan
another-
feud.
Yeah, a new feud that people really wouldn't have expected.
All right.
You know, giving them both kind of a push at the same time. You know.
And our viewers will get pissed at me when I say this. Hunter, you go.
Shut your mouth, you
Such a
piece
whore
of
mouth.
crap. Okay, so I'm gonna have Daniel Bryan cash in before and not make it a total gimmicky joke of a match. Let's see, Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus versus Henry. I don't want Henry in there. Get Henry out of there.
So, Daniel Bryan.
Big Show. I want Big Show in there.
Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, and Big Show.
Yeah.
I can see it because I think Sheamus could work with both guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can even see
Bryan
Bryan
makes
Daniel
everyone good.
work with
Big
Big
Show.
Show
Yeah.
in some way. That seems good. That's also pushing Henry down the ladder.
Yep. I don't want Henry in my main event.
Okay, well, Jonesy, you go.
My SmackDown main event.
Orton versus the Spanish announce table.
Okay,
I knew
Jonesy,
you were
go.
gonna say
Fuck it.
that.
Who will win? Who will win that match though?
It'll be a draw.
Damn.
I love it.
Or
I mean,
both
all
the
years.
both the
It'll be
announce
a dr-
table, both the announce table and Orton will just fall.
It'll be a
down.
draw, all right.
That's what I said, yeah.
It'll be the best money well spent. I'll buy that for $1.
For $1.
I'll
For a
buy
dollar.
that for $1.
Exactly.
Okay, Jonesy, your real match, go.
Well, it does involve Orton, but it's against Daniel Bryan.
Orton and Daniel Bryan. It was
Singles match.
another match I tried to take into consideration because I think both of them would be the past and present kind of thing.
And no mic skills whatsoever. That would be the greatest ever. It would just be an awkward silence between those two.
Well, both those dudes are terrible at the mic. Orton being his boring self and Daniel Bryan not really knowing how to talk on the mic.
The Dragon versus the Viper.
Oh, that would be so
He just comes in.
gets me a hard on so bad. Anyways, we'll move on to the Rock and Cena match. Who would we want to see
What are you talking about? If it's already a match,
win this match?
Basically, our outcome, like our prediction, I guess.
And Mike will not be in this conversation because he's being a poo-poo head.
A poo-poo head?
come on. This isn't
Poo-poo
PG.
head?
So, personally, me,
And I will put my input into any match I want.
and personally me, and I thought about this long and hard.
That's what she said.
I think I would rather see Cena win than The Rock.
You little Jimmy.
Let me
You're actually the worst.
let me explain myself. The fact of the matter that The
You don't
Rock
get to explain yourself.
has come back and said that he's never gonna leave, that he's always gonna be here. For 2 weeks after he said that, he kept his promise. He stayed on Raw. He made his appearances, and then
No,
after
you
that,
don't-
it was via satellite.
You're
Which,
such a little Jimmy.
and then even after that, 2-3 weeks after that, he just disappeared. And now every time that he returns, it's this big 3-hour Raw, and they make it like a spectacular kind of thing that The Rock has returned again. I'm like, he should
You're such
stay
a-
on fucking Raw.
No
He has a
cares.
busy schedule.
He actually has a life.
The fact that he signed a contract with WWE and he made the promise
He
that
didn't
was
sign a
gonna-
contract. He made a contract for like 4 appearances a year.
No,
It's not like a daily contract, a weekly contract.
no.
Yes, he
no,
did.
because if he would have signed a contract like that, he would have said that I will be here when I'm needed or something like that. He wouldn't say that he's never going to leave.
The Rock said under contract.
Yeah,
What is he
that's
under?
fine.
Is he
He's
under?
signed to like 4 or 5 appearances a year, pretty much.
I never heard such a thing.
No, he's signed under like the Legends contract, isn't he?
No, he didn't.
No.
No,
He never signed a contract at all.
he's getting money for doing this.
Making appearances doesn't
Well,
mean you're under
obviously.
contract.
He's obviously making money for making these appearances.
Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
wouldn't
expect him to do
free.
it for free.
And I think that's the only reason why he's doing it. His movies have been shit for the past couple of years, so now he
He
needs a
still
little bit
makes
more.
money off him.
He still makes bank off of
The
them,
heavy
sure.
was... Oh, not the heavy. Faster was good.
Yeah, Fast 5. That made tons
No,
of
not
money.
that one. Faster.
But I think
That was actually pretty good too.
I think going on to Road to WrestleMania, we're going to see a lot more of him. But I think Cena just should win this match. But then you guys could laugh at me all you want. That's just my opinion.
will.
LOL.
Ha 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 ha.
Jimmy, shut the fuck. Okay, strike. Rock Cena. Who would you want to win?
Rock, easy.
Okay, Mike.
Because
Okay,
I don't even get to say how.
okay, just go.
Well, anyways, they'd stare each other down like Rock Hogan, and then Rock would finger poke Cena. Exactly.
Oh, we're doing this, huh?
Yeah, we're doing this. He'd do the finger poke, Cena would fall over. 1, 2, 3. No, but seriously.
NWO, hooray.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike.
Aldo Montoya is going to win this match.
Okay, Jimmy.
Oh. I would love to see Rock win one more match, so I'd go for Rock.
He's gonna win at Survivor Series.
Yeah,
How is he going to win if he's a
those two
tag
gonna
team?
win.
Come on, figure it out, Greg.
Obviously, those two are going to win at Survivor Series, but at the same time, I'd rather want to see him in his classic form win one more match, you know?
And who knows? He's probably gonna be in a match at Royal Rumble as well. Against like
Who?
the Miz or someone like that. And Hunter.
Me?
Yes.
Since I was watching SummerSlam 05, I saw Shawn Michaels versus Hogan today. I'd like him to go that route with John Cena. He can't beat him, so he has to try and cheat to win and hit him with a chair.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
The
yes
Rock
to
still
oversell.
wins. Yep.
And Jonesy.
Motorboat.
Jonesy.
Don't think
Well.
too hard now.
I guess I gotta go with The Rock. I couldn't live with myself if Cena won.
Yeah, you can't be a little Jimmy.
The problem is,
Like
you
Greg.
could kind of, I hate Cena. But the fact of the
No,
matter
people
is that
do.
he's done more in the past couple months than The Rock. So why should The Rock win if he hasn't done
Because
shit?
it's better.
Because we can actually stand The Rock.
Oh my...
And because The Rock's actually better.
I can't stand The Rock. I think The Rock's garbage.
Well, you're a little Jimmy.
It's not my fault he oversells
You're a little Jimmy.
Ace.
Anyways, people.
No.
Now for the main event. Who do you want to win in the WWE Championship match? For me, I would have The Miz versus Punk. Straight out, The Miz is champion, and then I would want Punk to win.
You remember the last time Miz was in a main event, don't you?
What?
You remember the last time Miz was in a main event, don't you? It lasted 3 minutes. Even after its restart.
Oh, okay, and your point?
You want to be subjected to that again?
We're not. It was storyline 3-minute thing. If they,
It was story-
if
it was
they,
a 3-minute
this
thing
match,
that Cena
a
had to-
match between Punk and Miz would be amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay, so strike.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick? WWE title shot match. Go.
All right. Well, let me think. Let me figure out how to word this. Okay, so CM Punk would probably be in it, but a surprise appearance by Chris Jericho would cause him to win the Royal Rumble. He would come back and argue with. He would come back and argue. Can I talk? Or
Yeah, you can talk.
are you sure?
Yeah, I'm depressed though.
You're always depressed.
Not a single fuck was given.
Anyway, Jericho would start arguing with Punk about why he was starting to call himself the best in the world because it's on his T-shirt and all that stuff. These two people are good on the mic. These two people have good in-ring abilities. They both can get a crowd behind them or against them in Jericho's case. And anyways, Punk would win the Elimination Chamber, and then the two would face off at WrestleMania.
Okay. And who did you pick for the Taker match?
Jericho.
Yes, I knew you did something wrong.
I knew you did something. Yeah, exactly.
He's going to end the streak and beat the...
Win the championship.
Yeah, double booking, great idea.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Hey, he
Because
beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night.
he's the best in the world at what he does, and he'll prove it at WrestleMania.
Oh,
Oh snap!
it's so funny. Oh, okay. Mike.
The Ultimate Warrior versus the Iron Sheik.
Oh my god.
The winner
This is
shoots.
bullshit.
The winner cuts Hulk Hogan's throat live on camera. Because they both hate him so much. No, that's it. Realistically.
Okay, Jimmy.
You know what? I am boycotting this show. Greg. Anyway,
I love you, Mike.
We all
Yes, I
love
am.
each other very much, viewers.
yes, I am. I'm walking out. Ready? Anyway, my main event is Kane versus. I'm trying to think of somebody. The Big Show. The WWE title. The Big Show's the champ. Kane wins.
What?
As a WWE champion?
Yeah.
But
That's
They were
Kane's last.
both-
That's Kane's last hurrah.
Kane's last hurrah was against Undertaker. 3 straight pay-per-view wins.
No, this is his last big hurrah. Give it. I don't want Mark Henry in there because he's just flat out sucks. Why
No,
do
he
I
doesn't.
Why do I want a turd carrying a championship belt into the biggest pay-per-view of the year?
That
Why?
sounded racist.
It's not racist.
You called him
Anybody
a
else?
bird. That's pretty racist.
Okay, he's an M&M,
Mm,
but whatever.
What?
Anyway, taking it way too serious. Anyway, yeah. Kane wins the Royal Rumble. Big Show wins the Elimination Chamber. Kane beats Big Show at WrestleMania.
You realize they were both allied with each other before Mark Henry put them both in the hospital, right?
Because the real storylines are taking no effect on this card. Because this card is completely fictitious. This isn't a real card. This is a dream card. Mark Henry got fired 3 months ago on my GM thing. Because he sucks.
Okay, who's next?
Because he's the only believable heel on SmackDown.
And Kane's not a believable heel.
Kane's
The
a
big
baby
show.
face. He's been a baby face.
But again, you're taking into account booking. Why does it matter what Kane is a heel or a babyface in this card?
It doesn't matter at
The
all.
fact
Because you have to
that
explain it.
the fact of the matter is that Henry injured both Kane and Big Show, and now Kane's coming back to go after Big Show when he probably should be going after Henry.
But why
It's his
again?
match. He can do what
Why
he wants.
are you guys getting all up in arms about what I'm booking?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Because this is the internet. You can't have an opinion.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's fine, Mike. I could honestly seeing Kane and Big Show going for a world title, I would like to see, and I honestly will agree with you that I would actually like to see that. It doesn't make it kind of doesn't make sense to me that both guys are on SmackDown and they would be moved to Raw for the title and just get rid of Del Rio and get rid of Punk and get rid of everybody else.
Well, Del Rio is already in my Fatal 4-Way for the Lucha card.
Yeah. So
Could put the WWE.
It's not that I'm shooting down your thing. That match actually sounds pretty good. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Undertaker, Big Show and Kane sounds good.
You could have Kane win the Royal Rumble. You could have the Big Show, for some reason, turn heel before Elimination Chamber. Like, say he's jealous of Kane's success. Kane goes on a major role, starts actually dominating people like he used to, while the Big Show is losing. You could have Big Show be jealous of his success.
Kane comes back in his mask.
And then all of a sudden, the Big Show wins the title at the Elimination Chamber by pinning Kane. Kane will be in that match anyway. But Big Show pins Kane, and then that's when Kane cashes in his Royal Rumble clause on the Big Show.
Okay.
That's how it makes sense. One of them's going to turn heel. They don't have to be face. And Kane defeats the Big Show at WrestleMania. It's both big men's last hurrah.
Okay.
You give both big men title runs within maybe possibly the last year of their career. That's how it makes sense.
Okay, Jimmy, go.
Miz is someone who's holding the title at that time. I really want to know who's holding the title then.
Okay, sounds like a good match.
Yeah, of course, it just has a Miz. That's why.
How about Miz and Punk?
Miz and Punk?
Or Miz and Del Rio. The two guys who would probably
go.
be champions around that time.
Miz and Del Rio, special guest referee R-Truth.
Who's snoring?
Hunter, stop breathing into the mic. We're doing
That wasn't actually.
No, it's always you. We are doing a professional podcast.
Okay, you're the worst host in the world.
Okay, that's why I'm skipping you. Jonesy, your turn.
When is
I want to see
professional podcast?
Why does everyone interrupt me?
Yeah, come on. What's wrong with that?
Okay, Jonesy, come on, go.
I'm always interrupted.
What's a Jonesy?
Let the man say what he's got to say.
I want to see at least. Stop. I want to see. I want to at least see. I'll leave the call.
Go.
I swear to God, I'll leave.
Go.
Just go, man.
Okay, I want to at least.
Let him say what he's got to say.
Yeah, go.
I want to at least see Punk in the main event, but trying to figure out who though. Who would be the champion?
I'm just gonna throw out three names.
It's his match. Just let him pick his own.
Del Rio, Truth, and Miz.
Maybe Miz out of those three.
Out of Miz?
Yeah. I don't think R-Truth would be a great champion.
I think that sooner or later they're gonna give him the title. I just don't think it's not. I just don't think it's gonna be now. He's been. You know, they gave him a new character. He's this new big heel. He's too fresh right now. He needs to go get a little boring, and then they're gonna give him a brand new jump. But yeah, we did it.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm going.
No, don't go. No, don't leave now. You're gonna ruin the entire.
Now we need a dark match.
Hunter needs to give his
Yeah, you didn't even let me go.
Because you were being an asshole.
Okay,
Just
fine.
let him
That's
go.
fine. I won't
Hunter,
even
go.
go now.
Hunter,
Whatever.
go. Hunter, go.
Hunter, go. Hunter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. We need a dark match. According to Jonesy.
Well, just to throw it out there, I guess. I don't know.
You guys want to talk about a dark match? Before? Wait, is it gonna be a dark match before WrestleMania? Like one of those matches that like people would want to see, but you have to be in attendance for?
They're not going to do it after.
Like, I think I would want to have a. I think I would want to have a dark match between.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Before we do this, Hunter, go.
I wanted Chris Jericho and CM Punk. And
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. For the dark match, I think I would pick this before WrestleMania starts. I think I would have to pick Brodus Clay and Kane.
You're gonna put Kane in a dark match?
At WrestleMania, when it's one of his last years.
It's not one of his last years.
Yeah, it is. He's getting old.
Okay, Undertaker's older.
But Undertaker has a streak, and Kane doesn't.
Triple H is like the exact same age.
And he's already trying to get out.
He's not trying to get out. He's being forced to get out because he's gonna run the company. That's not gonna stop him from wrestling. It didn't stop Vince.
Vince wrestled like 3 or 4 times.
He wrestled Shane like 3 times. He wrestled what's his name? He wrestled Hogan.
Yeah, but you only wrestled Hogan once.
He wrestled Shawn. He wrestled Triple H.
I don't think he did.
He was in a Royal Rumble.
He wrestled Triple H with the Big Show in that Hell in a Cell match. So anyway,
So dark match.
dark match. Mine is Brodus Clay and Kane. Strike, your dark match.
My dark match. Dark match. Booker T versus Mark Henry.
Booker T.
That's my dog.
That's my dog.
That's racist.
Hey, Booker T's supposed to be coming back soon. That's gonna be awesome to watch. So
My card has 2 people double shifting, and they're both gonna probably win. So
Mike, your dark match. Ow.
Al is not in my dark match. Cody Rhodes versus John Morrison.
That's good.
That's good. Okay, Jimmy,
Next.
your dark match.
I don't know. Honestly, I really want to know what I'd put as a dark match.
You don't have anybody you would like to see go together?
No, not really. Just get me for this one, because I really don't have anyone laid out.
Okay. Hunter, your dark match.
Joe Henning versus Skip Sheffield.
You mean Michael Big Show?
Nope.
And
This is after they change him into Mr. Perfect Jr.
and Skip Sheffield's supposed to be turned into like Ray Tongue or something like that. It's supposed to be
Yep.
like a new Terminator.
Oh boy. That sounds fascinating.
And he's been gone a while, hasn't he?
He's been gone for like 8 months now, hasn't? Jonesy.
I don't know, for some reason Morrison versus Swagger sticks in my mind. I don't know why.
yeah, Morrison still has to job at WrestleMania before he can be fired.
WWE had an article on their website talking about did Jomo lose his mojo?
So did Heath Slater. What's your point?
Let me see if I can bring that up. Right here. Has Jomo lost his mojo? And
Crikey, I lost my mojo.
John Morrison hasn't won a match since August. In that time, the High Flyer from California has been smashed by Cody Rhodes, squashed by Mark Henry, and creamed by Wade Barrett. And my phone is ringing. Son of a bitch. I don't even know where it is.
Guess we're gonna have to do this all over again because of
But
that.
we're supposed to be professional here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you such a parasitic?
Screw the...
No, I got it. It was like a telemarketer number.
A
Anyways,
robot has just taken over Strike.
I mean, I'm not sure if this article is hinting at something from John Morrison. Is it hinting at him getting a push? Is it hinting at something else?
Keep in mind
What?
an article. Like, find that Heath Slater had an article like that.
Oh, you know what article they had? They had WWE teased the Hardcore Championship coming back. It was
That's probably pointing towards Foley, since I think he retired with it.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he retired as the Hardcore Championship whenever it was...
Yeah, look,
Retired as the hardcore champion.
I will post the
The
article.
Hardcore Championship was retired with him as
and
a way to say it.
And they were talking about how when Cody Rhodes brought back the Classic Championship, Intercontinental Championship,
Classic.
that they should bring back the Hardcore Championship. It says WWE.com says bring back Hardcore Havoc. I remember the Hardcore Championship brought divas and superstars together.
Yay.
So we can see Kelly Kelly hold the Hardcore Championship.
Why? Why? Why would you do that?
Give it to
I
Karma.
will lose all faith in humanity if that happens.
But you can't have Kelly Kelly hold the championship, because she'll probably be the one where she gets pinned in the bathroom, and you can't
Aw.
show her. Exactly, you can't show her being with Vince McMahon whenever that happens.
Oh, sorry, Kelly Kelly. I didn't know you were
No, this is what's gonna
trying
happen.
to negotiate your contract.
Vince is
It's called
gonna
the...
Vince is gonna win the title, and then Kelly Kelly's gonna start seducing him. But he doesn't notice that the referee's pinning for the title. Then Kelly Kelly wins, but then Hornswoggle jumps on her back and beats her up. And then
Oh my
Hornswoggle wins the
God.
championship.
Then
That's
a
my
table.
fantasy right there. That's
Then
my
a
fantasy.
blowjob roll up.
No,
And then
Just
it's-
giving Vince McMahon the
Vince comes back.
blowjob.
And then you know who wins it next? The Spanish announce table.
But you can't do that either. The Spanish
No,
announce
see?
table would never lose.
What happens is
Exactly.
what happens is
No, only Randy Orton can beat the Spanish announce table.
what happens is Randy Orton wins the title, and then he tries wrestling with the Spanish announce table, but then he suddenly ends up under the Spanish announce table, and then the referee starts pinning, and then the Spanish announce table wins.
I'm crying on the inside right now. From this
Yep,
idea.
that's how bad it sounds.
Ugh.
I pay to see it.
I'm literally shedding tears as you're putting this horrible idea together.
And we're gonna.
This is not DDT. Inanimate objects. And that
This
inanimate
is not
objects
Ultimate
cannot win
Surrender.
titles. Inanimate objects cannot be champions. I'm sorry.
And Jimmy reminded me something. Now that we're just on the topic of rants, Maurice was released from the WWE.
No, she let herself
You already
go.
talked
Or
about
she
it.
let herself go.
Yeah,
And she rumored about doing Playboy again.
I'm happy.
We're all happy.
Of course you're happy. In your pants.
I'm not
There
gonna
is
knock it.
everyone is a winner this time around. No one
This
loses.
is what the Master
But
Sheet
then
thinks
remember,
about it.
because someone else said that that they were gonna leave and then they're gonna go into Playboy. I forget. It was Ashley Massaro.
Oh my god.
She said
Does she-
that when she was released that she was gonna do another Playboy photo shoot, and then she never did it.
I thought she did one more.
No, she didn't do one more. She
Because she's ugly garbage and nobody wants to see trash naked.
oh my god.
Damn.
I actually
Damn.
thought Ashley Massaro was pretty cute. So
Ashley Massaro is the epitome of trash.
Oh, I thought you were
She's
talking
not.
about Maurice. I was about to kick you from the channel.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was.
I can have you banned from this podcast, buddy.
Oh my
well, that's
God.
me. And I wouldn't ban
Wow.
Strike because
We can ban you, Greg.
okay,
Yeah.
then who would have the
Mike.
who would edit and do all that?
Lee.
Okay,
Moving on.
What else you guys want to talk about?
nothing really happened.
Nothing. The reason why we didn't do the regular podcast because nothing really happened this week in wrestling, which is sad.
I
Extremely
actually heard SmackDown was somewhat decent, but you know.
But who watches SmackDown?
Okay, well,
What's a SmackDown?
Well, SmackDown.
Let's not do SmackDown, otherwise we'd have to do Raw and...
yeah, I don't want to go another 2 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours, actually.
Yep. That's all I heard.
What's going on?
Someone's having a seizure.
I'm sorry. Thanks.
Yeah, that's all here. The mine keeps going.
Okay, so is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think we've actually covered about all of our podcasts. Will probably be.
Bye.
We've been doing. I think we've been doing this for a good 2 hours now.
We could crap
Yeah,
on
we didn't
Greg
take
for the
actually a
next
break
20
this
minutes.
time.
Bye.
I guess we could end there.
Don't
right now.
leave. You're gonna end the call. Don't leave till he's done.
So,
No.
thank you everybody for joining us on this. What?
Wait. We haven't shit on Greg a lot.
No.
We still need to do that.
Thank you everybody for joining us this week on this Arc of Wrestling podcast.
You're
Join
not
us next week for the
Occupy
7th episode.
Arc
Thank
of
you.
Wrestling.
I love you.
Occupy